What's going on, man? It's your boy Living here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. So if you guys are watching this on my trucking channel, I know it's been a minute since I uploaded something. You're about to find out why. However, if I don't upload this to my trucking channel and you guys are watching for the first time because I just started me a new YouTube channel, thank you guys for tuning in. Either way, let's get to it. So basically, I'm gonna end up probably making a new channel simply because I decided to move from the United States, Chicago, to Vietnam. And so I've been here now, I would say, I think I got here like Friday, Thursday night, something. So I've only been here for a few days. And I haven't done anything, I haven't went nowhere, simply because I was trying to give my body and my mind time to adjust to what I just did. For example, there's a huge time difference. I think, of course, you guys know that, but mentally as well, I had to give myself time mentally to understand what I just did. And reason why is because when you watching at home, when you watching the YouTube channels and you contemplating like, man, I want to leave America, I'm tired of it, whatever, for whatever reason that you want to leave, maybe it's not America, maybe it's another country, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to watch the YouTube channels. It's not easy to get up and actually do it. So to be able to actually do that was a big move for me. And, I planned the move for probably like 4 or 5 months before I actually made the move. Now, me saying that I planned that means that I bought the ticket, I bought the place to stay, I got the place to stay, all that in advance. Got the bank account, set everything up so that pretty much the move will be smooth. I would say that. However, that was, even though I did all that, try to do everything that I thought was the correct way to do things, when it came time for me to actually make the move, it was different. I was nervous. I was doubting myself or doubting the move. And the night before I left, I was about to cancel. Matter of fact, oh no, the night and the day. So the night before I left, plus the day that I was packing to leave, getting ready to leave, go to the airport, I was thinking about every excuse not to do it. And what really empowered that a lot was the fact that I had so many bags. Okay, so picking up my life, the life I had in America, and moving it was not easy because of the amount of stuff that I had. So as you can see from the images that I showed, I had to take my desktop. I have to take my desktop everywhere with me simply because, that's where I work from. And so I had to make sure that made it over here safe. And I didn't get no special box for that, anything. I had a luggage bag for that and my monitor, because my monitor is big, it doesn't even fit in the little regular little clothes thing. So I had to get 2 separate suitcases for that. I had to pack them right. I didn't get no special packing stuff so I had to, just make sure everything was packed so that it wouldn't break. Fortunately, it got here, my monitor untouched. My PC, it did nothing break on it. As you guys can see from the video, it works. But I should have packed the front of it better, but I didn't. But anyway, moving past that. So packing all my stuff, and I realized, I'm like, man, I got so much stuff. And it's because it's just me getting that stuff from the top floor down and to the car, to the Uber, all that. And I'm just like, man, I'm not about to do this. And so mentally, I knew it was my mind being afraid to actually make this move. So I'm looking for an excuse not to really make the move. So I'm like, if I don't make this move now, knowing how I really feel about staying here, what it's doing to me, because it was killing me, man. Living in America was so much, very frustrating. And me being, a business owner, running my own company, trucking company, and still seeing that I still had to struggle to survive because of the cost of living was just out of control. Me being a single man, doing all this on myself, carrying the whole load on my back, I just got really tired of that. Got really tired of it. I wasn't doing any dating at all. I haven't dated in a couple years, simply because I had a daughter that I lost, and then me and her mom and everything, we broke up. So I just wasn't right mentally in America. I needed to get away. So the last few years, I'll say probably 3 years in America, it's been very, 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 very rough. A rough time for me. And I just had to break free from that life. And so as I was packing my stuff, trying to find any excuse not to leave, not to go, I was just like, man, if I don't leave, if I don't do this, I'm tomorrow morning or later on that day, I'm gonna be a wreck, because I know I should leave. And so I had to muster up some type of willpower to get all them bags and stuff downstairs, to the Uber, and just continue to tell myself all the way, get the F up out of here, go. So got to the Uber, got all the bags out, got the cart, get to the counter. You know what I'm saying? I had to maneuver all this stuff. I think my bags were like the 2 check-in bags that I absolutely had to check in. I checked in 3, but they gave me 1 free, and then they charged me $200 for each of the other bags, because I had a total of 6 bags, but I had to check in. I had to check in 3 up front. I get to the other ones later on. So that was $400. And so I had to check those in. I kept the other 3. I kept the other 3 with me. So during this process, I checked in everything and get through the processing line, and over here, they end up having to take all of my stuff out of the bags. Because I had to take my computer components out of the computer and bag them separately into the other bags. So they had to take all that stuff out. So all the 3 bags that I had, just imagine that, right? Just, if you know, you know. So I'm already ticked at that. I'm like, see, I should have stayed at home. But again, it's just an excuse, right? And so got through that, backed all the stuff back up. Now I'm sitting to wait to catch that first flight. The first flight was the longest, mates. The first flight was the longest. I don't even think I was so nervous. I don't even think I ate before I got on the flight. And I was just saying, man, am I doing the right thing? And so I get on the flight, and when I sit in that chair, I'm like, man, I did it. I did it. I got myself on this flight, and I'm just looking forward to the next steps. Now, the first flight was sweet, simply because when I was on the flight, they had like the little movies, that you can watch. They fed us like 3 times on the plane, and they did cut the lights, so which was a good thing because I don't even think I slept the night before. So majority of that first flight, I think it was like, I don't know, was it like 16 hours or some, like 14 to 16 hour flight. Was on the flight, and I think I slept majority of the flight. They had the lights low. The AC wasn't that cold. It got a little cool, but it wasn't that, that cold. And plus I had long sleeves on too because I figured that was going to happen. But that flight was very, very decent. The second flight, because my layover was in South Korea. So layover was in South Korea. That was a totally different experience. And that's when I ended up having to check in the rest of the bags. But I checked in those bags for free. So because they was like, they had so many passengers that they had no room for, they was trying to get people to check in their bags. So they took my bag, the rest of my bags, and checked them in for free, which is cool. Didn't have to worry about that. Now that flight was a little different simply because, for one, the AC was extremely cold on that flight. And two, they didn't even dim the lights on that flight until like, I don't know, I think like 2 hours in, and that was a 5-hour flight from South Korea to Ho Chi Minh City to Vietnam. So that was like a 5-hour flight. So I think with like 2 hours they dimmed the lights. I'm like, I don't know why they did that, but because that's when the sun was actually going down, stuff like that. But that's another story. So then I get on that flight, and I get there, right? And this is when things got a little nerve-wracking too, because this is the part where you have to go through immigration. Now this is my first time doing all of this. Like I did never do none of this stuff before. So this is my first time doing all this. So I had to find immigration. So basically I'm just finding, just following the people, and I'm looking for black people. I'm like, okay, they was tripped out. So I see like a black couple, right? I'm like, they got to be going the same place. So I'm just got my bags, because I have my book bag with me, and so you can't get your other bags until you go through immigration. So the bag carousel or whatever, it's under immigration, directly under immigration. So you have to go through immigration before you get your stuff. So I had my visa, which I forgot. It was not in my backpack. It was in my bag. But fortunately, I had screenshots in my phone of it, which is cool. So when I got there, I had to scan like this QR code to basically make the check-in process easier and stuff like that, which really helped. So when I finally got to the front of the line of immigration, I had did all that over the phone already, just handed them my passport, stuff like that. And they was like, you good to go? I'm like, man, that was cool. Went downstairs, got my bags, and man, when I tell y'all, it was extremely, extremely, extremely hot, dude. And it's about like, I'll say it's like 10 o'clock at night. It was so hot. It was so hot. So got my bags. Remember, I got like 6 bags. So I had to get this big thing. And so out here, they take what's called Grab, right? And so I took, when I stepped outside, and a lot of people going to be trying to get you to buy like SIM cards, exchange money, all that. And it's so many people out there. And I'm already tired. I'm already frustrated. I'm hot. I'm like, man, I'm good right now. And then they have they tell you to wait for the Grab, for like, the Uber, which is Grab. Long wait, and you got people, just a lot of people out there. So I took a private taxi, like that they set up out here. They have their own little stands too, where they'll get you a SIM card. They have their private taxi and stuff like that. And of course, it was a little more expensive because I think where I stay in like Vent Homes or something like that. It's like, I believe like 30 or 40 minutes away from the airport or something like that. So they charged me, I believe like 20, 30, 20, probably like $25 to get there. And you know, I was just, and they helped me with the bags and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, let's go, let's book it. So I'm in the car, and it's nighttime. I'm seeing all this. I'm just like, my mind is just racing 1,000 miles an hour. Still doubting, still saying, man, should I have done this? Was it the right move? Didn't know. And so got there, it's night, you know, then I had to figure out how to get the key, how to do this, how to do that. And again, I'm hot, frustrated, you know, and it was just a mess. So fast forward to now, I think it's Sunday. I'm settled in, and I'm glad I made the move. Simply because, well, not, I don't want to say simply because, but if you watch some of the videos of people, they, you know, how they talk about how things are so cheap here, things are, when I tell you that the price of stuff is unbelievably cheap here, it's like, why is stuff so expensive in America? Like, I just don't understand that. And you would think a place like this, you know, they'll call a place like this a third world country, but it's actually a developing country. And for things to be so cheap, it's amazing. And it just makes you feel different. You know, like I say, when I first got here, I had a little anxiety, but once you settle down, set yourself up, like I say, set my PC up. I'm here working on my project. I'm gaming. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got my coffee. So Monday, I think I'm gonna start going to the gym. Now that I'm a little more settled and cool and relaxed, I'm start going to the gym probably tomorrow, and it's decent. So I know I have a lot to show y'all in this video, you know, pictures wise, but just because I haven't been out much. You know, I've been in the house the whole majority of the time unless I go grab me something to eat, and I come right back in. Like I say, just trying to get my mental right, my sleep schedule right. But, you know, just stay tuned, and I'm gonna have some, you know, more videos and footages coming up for you guys. So stay tuned from the journey. Again, my name is Living. Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel, and I'll see y'all next time on whatever I'm gonna call my new YouTube channel.